Hey guys, Sean Satoshi back again. It's Alex.
And it's me, Noah.
And we are finally back with New Japan. It's only been, April and reviewing a fucking show. I mean,
God,
we're
so far behind.
Whatever, man. Just, dude, our reviews are worth the wait.
It's true.
Too sweet. Too sweet. Alright. Well, we're here with New Japan Invasion Tag 2014. Pretty good show, not nearly as the level that it was last year, which was like a legendary show. Amazing. So let's just get started with the first match, which was the IWGP Junior Tag Team title match between the Young Bucks versus Kota Ibushi and El Desperado. Super fun opener, really, really good. I mean, classic Young Bucks Heat style. They were great. Really, really picked up at the finish. I mean, Ibushi and the Bucks just work so fucking well together. Could you imagine like the Bucks versus Kenny Omega and Ibushi? And like Pito G.
Wow, that would be
that
huge. Oh man, I can't even think of a word to describe how amazing that would be.
It'd be over.
Yeah.
All right, but just really, really fun match. Really hot finish. I mean, they really brought it. I mean, like Kota Ibushi, they do like his double Pele kick, whatever, the Bucks super kicking him. Oh,
that was nasty.
Fucking awesome. Yeah, fun match. I went 3 3/4.
I also went 3 3/4. I thought this was a lot of fun and probably, if memory serves, El Desperado's best match I've seen him in.
He doesn't really have that many matches he did.
No, that's why this was kind of.
Right.
He seems like he's got some ability, but
yeah, he recently joined Suzuki-gun, so maybe that being a heel will help him a little bit.
Okay.
So we'll see. Next we had Kazuchi, Sakuraba and Yuji Nagata versus Togi Makabe and Taichi. Oh, sorry, Sakuraba. Yuji Nagata, Togi Makabe versus Taichi, TAKA Michinoku, and Minoru Suzuki. Jeez, sorry about that. This is a pretty basic tag team match. Nothing really special. I mean, it was basically Suzuki had to work the guys over because he was the biggest fucking guy on his team, and TAKA Michinoku and Taichi did their usual shit, which is still entertaining.
It was fine. It was fun. It was heel. You saw the heeliness.
Yeah, I did really like when Sakuraba and Suzuki were doing their exchanges, which was really cool. And Taichi tried to interfere, and Suzuki's like, no.
Yeah,
that was really cool. So I'm looking forward to when they're finally gonna have that match. Probably gonna be like a King of Pro Wrestling, I would imagine.
Okay. Yeah, this was, like you said, basic, not bad. I don't know if I expected more, but just hoped a little more for it.
I think this is probably the best you're gonna get with the guys on Suzuki's team. Like if it was KES, it probably would have been a lot better. But
I think this, I found myself so disappointed because this was at a time when I still had hopes that Suzuki-gun was going to be like a good faction, which they're weak. They're getting, well, let's not jump ahead of ourselves, but it's just weak.
Yeah. Okay, and I give this 2 1/4.
I gave this 2.5. Just it was fun.
Okay. Next we had the NWA Tag Team Championship match between Rob Conway and Jax Dane. Horrible name. He has like 2 first names.
It was Dane.
Dane, whatever. Dan.
Still, that's still a first name. Dane Cook?
Yeah. Fucking horrible name. Taking on Tenkoji. Again, pretty basic match. Kojima was the star of this match. Like, he brought it out of everyone. I really have become a huge fan of Kojima, and I kind of want to see some of his older matches because he can fucking go still.
He really can. And what's surprising is he looked, I don't know, his movements. He doesn't move really, really well. Yeah. He's not an agile guy, but man, can he wrestle.
But yeah, he makes every little thing count.
I agree.
And when he fixed those fucking layers, man, he fucking hits them, man.
And that elbow looks like it hurts like shit.
Oh, man.
Because it's weird, like, it's almost like his knee gets really close to the ground, then all of a sudden just boom, all that just crushes people.
Yeah, it was really good. Crowd really was into this because, they love Tenkoji.
Yeah.
So, I ended up giving this 2 stars.
I gave this a 1 3/4, but Jax Dane and Rob Conway are just awful.
God, they're horrible.
Unbelievable how bad they are. Okay.
Next up we had Iizuka and Toru Yano taking on the Gracies in some fucking weird-ass stipulation match. There's my reaction to this. This was the same terrible shit these two do in every fucking match. It was fucking terrible. Less said about this, the better. 1/2 star, and I think I'm being fucking generous.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'll give it a 1/2 star too because I don't know what to give this. It was terrible. I hated it. I knew it, but the thing is, it didn't have a chance because as soon as these guys entered, I knew this was going to be terrible and I was going to hate it.
Yep. Moving on. We had Ryusuke Taguchi taking on Prince Devitt in an unofficial loser leaves New Japan match. This match started off really interesting. It really didn't get going until the Bucks like tried to attack Taguchi and Devitt turned and like helped Taguchi out and got rid of the Bucks, whatever. And then the crowd really got into it, you know, because like, hey, here's Devitt wanting to fight fair and square, which is really cool, and it was a really nice done.
It was very different dynamic. You don't see that a lot, which was cool. But the beginning of the match, the crowd wasn't really connected to it.
Yeah,
and which was weird because these guys have a long history. So.
And you know, Taguchi's pretty over. And Devitt.
I think the thing is that the crowd wants to cheer Devitt. They love Devitt.
Everyone loves Devitt.
So
he's real.
That's right.
Also, this had the greatest commentary ever with the Young Bucks go home.
Yes.
God, I have listened to that so fucking much.
You might have to splice that.
I might have to splice that in. I'll see what I can do. But like, I don't want that as my fucking ringtone. Like when my house phone's going like, it's just fucking awesome, man. If you have not heard it, go. This match is worth checking out just for that fucking call, man.
Honestly, this guy might be the commentator of the year just by that one call.
It is so great. But anyway, the match really picked up. A lot of great counters, just really fun. I like the whole thing of Taguchi having to throw everything he had at Devitt to finally put him away, and it was a really fun match though. It ended up being 3.5. I would say though, it's kind of disappointing that these guys who've been were partners for so long and a really big investment of a storyline really didn't have the blow-away match I think we wanted.
Right, and I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna give it 3.5 also, and it was disappointing because Devitt's leaving. This was his go away, and when you feel like, oh, okay, yeah, Devitt's leading, it didn't feel like Taguchi was stepping up into his place. It didn't feel like Taguchi is a guy that can carry the division. So it didn't establish, it just wasn't that feeling like, oh, it's sad that he's leaving, but at least we have this great...
Yeah, I think...
That's where I was a little disappointed.
I think this shouldn't have been... I don't know, I'm guessing Devitt probably wanted this to be his last match just because, him and Taguchi were pretty close, but it just feels like if Devitt was going to leave, he should have, well, he did kind of put over Kota Ibushi, I guess. I don't know, it's a hard thing, I think maybe him and Shelly should have one more match or something.
Yeah, I just didn't, I can't connect with Taguchi. I know he's good, he's pretty good, but
he's slowly becoming like Eddie Guerrero. He's he kind of copies Guerrero's style almost.
Yeah, but not as...
No, not as good. Guerrero was a lot better. No offense to Taguchi. What'd you give me this? You give it 3.5, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Next up we had Kazuchika Okada and YOSHI-HASHI versus Tama Tonga and Bad Luck Fale. First of all, very disappointed that Okada was not in a title match on Invasion Tag. That's really kind of lame, but whatever.
And YOSHI-HASHI is not someone I want to see him tag with.
No, he's not that good. But this was a basic tag team match. It did exactly what it needed to do. It made Okada look strong, especially when they were kind of teasing the idea that Fale was going to be the next challenger for Okada's belt. And then the ending with AJ revealing to be the next member of Bullet Club and the whole Fale thing being kind of like a red herring. Very, very good.
That was cool.
That was
cool. Very, very cool.
So this match was a very basic setup for a really cool feud, which ended up becoming AJ and Okada, which is still going on and it's great. So, in a way, it was what it needed to be.
Yeah, this was fine. I enjoyed it actually. So
yeah,
I ended up giving it 2 3/4.
Wow, I just went 2 stars.
Really, I thought it was much better than the second match on the card. But.
Okay. Then we had the match of the night, which was the Never Openweight Championship match between Tomohiro Ishii versus Tetsuya Naito. Holy shit, these guys have some fucking chemistry together.
I would say yes.
I mean, great storytelling. These guys basically look like bitter enemies that had been feuding for 10 years and they just wanted to kill each other. It was great. I mean, basically, Ishii just mocking Naito, like, come on, bring it out, what do you got, and just, I love Ishii is this aggressor, just come on, I want to see what you got,
Right.
Just, I love it, it's so great. And it's just every time he gets the hit, gets it. I love that so much. So every fucking match, it never gets old. Some really just great aggression. These guys, there was a really cool spot where Naito tried to do his corner dropkick thing, and Ishii just got him, just blasted him. Oh my god, man! Some insane counters, when what was it? I think Ishii was going for a slam, whatever, and Naito spun it into a DDT.
Yeah.
And even the counters didn't know what happened until they saw the replay and realized he got DDT. It was oh my god, so great. I mean, this was a match that made these guys shine, I think. And it proved like, man, these guys deserve some recognition.
And what's really interesting about this match is that it showed that Ishii can work with any style.
Yeah.
Because we've seen him in the strong style, we've seen him against Shibata, a guy similar in his style. But Naito's not his style.
No, he's a high flyer and a technical wrestler.
It was, and I didn't know if Naito was going to be able to hang. I didn't know if he was going to get his ass absolutely handed to him. This was fantastic.
Fantastic match.
This was the best match I've seen Naito in, personally. This is my favorite Naito match, I should say.
This one and the Dominion one, or the, was it New Beginnings, was really close. Like both of them
that was very good. Very good.
I ended up giving this 4 3/4. I mean, just that close to a 5-star match.
I have to agree. I loved this match. It was just insanely good.
Yeah.
One of those matches that I think the reason I loved it so much is because I didn't really have any expectations going in, and then I just was like, oh my god.
Yeah. And then next up we had the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team match between Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows taking on Shibata and Goto. Very fun match. I mean, I really enjoyed this. Just solid, storytelling. Where like Shibata and Goto were just these badass motherfuckers, and the Bullet Club kind of had to like, be sneaky heels to get the advantage of them.
I gotta agree. This was a fun match. Gallows and Anderson as a tag team, they aren't having blowaway matches. They're not having great matches, but I am so much of a mark for Bullet Club that I enjoy them. Even Gallows, they hide his weaknesses really well. And Shibata and Goto is just an awesome tag team.
Yeah, and I love the fact that it was kind of like miscommunication that led to them kind of losing. And then like also like Goto and Anderson having a back and forth was awesome. That's really cool. Really good match. I gave it 3.5.
I gave it 3 1/4.
Okay. And then we had the main event: Hiroshi Tanahashi defending his IWGP Intercontinental Championship title against Shinsuke Nakamura, the King of Strong Style. Holy shit, man! Another fucking blowaway match from these guys. I mean, this was very, very, very good. Brilliant, like ring work all match. Tanahashi tried to destroy Nakamura's knees. Like, it was incredible.
And I love Nakamura, but if I ever have a complaint about him, is that he shakes off a lot of especially when it's towards his knee.
Yeah,
I think that he did that a little in this match, but I think that this was one of the matches that he did a lot better job.
Yeah, he like would use a move with his knee, but he would like kind of like
it had a kink in it.
Yeah,
which is I totally get that. Your adrenaline's running, you're not going to feel everything, but I thought this was fantastic.
I actually like Tanahashi kind of playing the heel in this match. Tanahashi's really good about being a heel when he wants to be. But obviously the big mark, like there was some great back and forth, just awesome match stuff all match. But the thing I marked out for huge was the finish, where Tanahashi like blocks the left knee that he's been working all match, which is Shinsuke's go-to knee, and like Nakamura's like just boom hits him with the right knee. Yeah. I fucking lost. Like that was it was just like so fucking awesome, and then he like hits the boom with the right knee. It's like it was just so brilliant because it's just like he never uses it. It's like, well, I can't use my left knee and hit just boom. So awesome. I loved it. I marked out so much for that. It was just a great, great match. I loved it. I thought this was probably the best matches I've had all year.
I would have to agree.
I mean, it was incredible.
Spot on. I gave this 4.5. Fantastic match. I could watch these guys wrestle every time.
Oh my god, I love these guys wrestling. 4.5 as well. A match of the year contender for sure.
Yeah.
All right. What you end up giving this pay-per-view overall?
It was great. It had some great matches, had some very fun matches, a couple of shitty matches. I'm going to go ahead and give it let's go 8.25.
I'm going to go with a solid 8. Very good. 2 fantastic match of the year contenders. The rest of the show was very, very consistent, but I do think it took a while to get going in the opening.
That's fair.
So,
that's fair.
All right. Well, that's it for now, guys. Take care. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Too sweet.
Too sweet.